transforming combative techniques to a more peaceful expression of an elite expression of fitness. I'm kind of seeing that that's where I'm at right now, where I've trained in combat for so long and I see the pointlessness of it, the pointlessness of the competition, the ego, the pride, and just the risk and the dangers involved, and it just doesn't lead towards anything positive. And it's just not challenging for me. It's not challenging in a healthy way. And I pretty much have been, for the longest, for a pretty long time, been putting a high emphasis on a lot of elite level fitness training and development. And I see it's like, you know, training at first in fitness, and then you start getting into the kicking and punching, and you emphasize that, and then after that you get back into the fitness. So at first you know, like Bruce said it himself, you just naturally kick and punch with no science behind it. Then you learn the science, and then you go back to the natural kicking and punching. That's kind of how I feel, where it's just so natural to me that to emphasize anything on it is just ridiculous. It's just more like transforming the kicking and punching into something that's more peaceful. Rather than kick and punch, do a push-up, do squats, run, jump. Just do more of a fitness type of training that's more peaceful rather than violent. So rather than kicking and punching, you might get into something like P90X or Insanity, or what Hannibal does, or what the gymnasts do, or what they do in CrossFit. It's just, or running a marathon, or swimming, or biking. It's just non-violent in nature. And I'm just so fed up with all this violence, and all this ego, and all this pride, and all this competition. And to me, that doesn't belong in the martial arts. But the West has made it a part of the martial arts, or tried to, or they have turned the martial arts into a sport, and that's a very depressing thing to see, because that was one of the few things that I turned to be at peace and to be in meditation, is that it is supposed to be free from competition. But they have brought competition into the martial arts and turned it into something very ugly, and it turns me off a lot, and it makes me not want to be affiliated with that. But I have my own expression, but my expression really has a much higher focus and emphasis on the fitness training as a way of health and physical, mental, and spiritual development. I'm just not happy with the way the culture and the society is treating the martial arts, and I really don't want to be a contributor to the negativity that I see. I I wish to disassociate myself with what's currently occurring within this culture in regards to what they perceive to be martial arts. I wish to, in a way, go back into more of a peaceful, secluded life when it comes to the martial aspect, and keep those teachings within myself, and really honestly and truthfully not strive to share the combative aspects of what I know within, to almost act as if it does not exist, or that I simply do not know. So then this will decrease the chances of what I know of being exploited. It's almost like Albert Einstein knowing the atom bomb, how to create it, but then before sharing it with the President Roosevelt, he just disregards it and forgets about it. So then the atom bomb is just simply not created, and that the bombs will end up never being dropped onto Japan in the Hiroshima. America is just known throughout history, they're known to be oppressors of those who are weaker. And the way that they are treating the martial arts is just going in line with their past history. It is not a surprise. This is what they're good at. They are the absolute best at being bullies and being oppressors to those who are weaker. They're good at stealing martial art techniques from smaller and weaker people, and then using it against them to make themselves even more powerful than they already are. And I wish to take no part in this exploitation of the martial arts. I wish to continue to promote peace, health, fitness, and positivity in my teachings to make a living, and not to participate in prostituting the martial arts and supporting and promoting for the further corruption of the martial arts. I wish to not take part in this. The fact of the matter is, the majority of the people in this society, they do not deserve to learn what I have to teach in regards to the combative aspect of what I have to share. I'll continue to promote and share the fitness and positive development of an individual's body, mind, and spirit. And to share my ideas and thoughts with the world. But I refuse to actively engage in sharing this combativeness, or this knowledge that I have within, because it's not going to help the world. The world's already violent enough as it is.